Ritesh, this is a quick question. Everyone was wanting to know because there have been a huge number of patents filed, even in the past last year. Not exactly the last year we should mention. It was more about the COVID year. We should skip that. 18, 19. And there was a huge number registered by HCL, and most of them were from IT and allied sectors. So how research and startup community can go along, how commercialization can happen, because you have mentioned most of the points, but if there is an innovator or there is a researcher working in some particular field, how they can align with HCL and go ahead, because you are hands-on with this, commercializing or more of research.
Sure. Shiba, and interesting question. And if you look at HCL's, what HCL has been focusing on, we have something called a mode 1, mode 2, mode 3 strategy. And the organization is spending heavily on mode 3 because mode 3 is where we believe partnership, innovation, the new age technologies like cloud, digital, automation is a key focus area. And organization is looking at forming new partnership. We are doing it as we speak. And we believe that innovation, the traditional ways of doing certain things are changing at a pace faster than ever before. We are looking at, Gautam talked about the various unicorns that have come up in the last 1 year, right? The traditional model of businesses are getting disrupted at a pace faster than ever before. The folks who are observing what is happening in RPA, UiPath had their IPO just a week and a half back at a $31 billion valuation. The company is maybe 7 to 8 years old, and a valuation of 31 million, they might have gotten 100x valuation on the street from an IPO standpoint, and it is expected to go up further. So innovation, IP creation is something that the world is catching up. And interestingly, I see Indian startups in the last 3-4 years have started focusing a lot more on the innovation quotient, filing patents around that, making sure that they have a unique IP that they can commercialize. So what we as HCL can support and partner with the startups, one, of course, if you have an idea that you have patented or looking at patenting, created a copyright around that, any kind of intellectual property focus, and you are looking at commercializing it, you have a couple of beta customers or even before that, right? You are looking at a company that can try out some of your ideas. HCL could be a great starting point because with the amount of workforce that we have and the number of customers, both for internal opportunities as well as customer specific opportunities, a IP driven play and how to get it commercialized is something we'll be very, very keen to partner on. And through this forum, we could look at opportunities, any common interest, and either invest through a project with those companies, and as it matures, even look at a tighter partnership in which we sign a non-disclosure agreement, sign up certain commercial construct, and possibly take these startups to a customer. Because pretty much in a lot of our customer engagements, proposals that we submit to customer, there is a differentiator aspects that is becoming important to the customer. And when they say differentiator, they are looking at speed to market and borrowing Gautam's 3 terminology. They're looking at something that can give them a quick edge and a quicker time to market for efficiency, accuracy, improvement, and aspects like that. So I would strongly urge or request that if you have an intellectual property, whether patented or not, something that we can work together and convert it into a niche area, which will be beneficial for the startup as well as for a large enterprise like HCL.